Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once more. My name is Adam. Today is Sunday and happy Sunday to you all. No intro, quickly, let's jump into it. I want to begin with the Ghana legend versus Barcelona legend game that was scheduled to be played on November 10th. Today is November 10th, and a lot of people were asking questions. Is the game not going to be played? Because it was scheduled to be played at the Baba Sports Stadium, and Barcelona fans in Ghana here were very interested in watching that game. Now, what we are getting from Barcelona is that game is either cancelled or it will be rescheduled. Now, this is what the social of Barcelona is, talking about when it comes to this particular game. They say that the match scheduled for November 10th in Ghana will no longer be played at the date, and whether it would be rescheduled or cancelled would be announced in the coming week. So, for those who want information concerning the Barcelona legend versus Ghana legend game, this is the info we are getting from Barcelona. They say it's either cancelled or rescheduled, but then we are going to get the precise information in the coming weeks. This is sad. I would have loved to see some Barcelona legends play. Looking at the Barcelona form they have right now, I mean, I'm sure a lot of fans will troop to the stadium just to watch this game. But guys, this is the update we are getting from Barcelona. Now, let's move away from that and talk about the Black Stars. In my previous video, I talked about two players who got injured and are likely to be replaced by Otto Addo in the Black Stars squad playing the AFCON 2025 qualifiers against Angola and also Niger. We talked about Alexander Jiku and also talked about Ernest Nuama. Now, I have updates concerning two more players who are injured and also are likely to be replaced. The first player on the list is Ibrahim Osman, who plays for Feyenoord. And we know he's at Feyenoord on loan from Brighton and Hove Albion, doing so well for the club. Now, according to reports, which I'm going to read out very quickly, it says that Ibrahim Osman was not named in Feyenoord squad to face Amere City this afternoon after he picked up an injury in midweek in the Champions League. The head coach has not confirmed the type of injury, but then it states that it is quite serious. So seeing all this should tell you that Ibrahim Osman is likely not to be part of the squad, likely not to play the game against Angola and also Niger. So the possibility of him being replaced is very high. And don't be surprised if on Monday we start hearing the names of new players joining the Black Star squad, at least like four. Don't be surprised, because Ibrahim Osman becomes the third player who is injured, but then also part of Otto Addo's final 25-man squad. Now, he's not the only one on the list, because Inaki Williams is also on the list. Now, Inaki Williams, according to reports, it states that Inaki Williams is out of Athletic Club's game against Real Valladolid tonight with a muscle injury or a muscle problem in his left leg. The extent of the injury has not been revealed yet. According to report, it will be revealed on Monday. That is what we are hearing. Inaki Williams' injury, we don't know yet, but then it will be revealed on Monday. Now, Inaki Williams is likely to miss that game against Angola on Friday because of this particular injury. And we just hope that that is not the case, because Inaki Williams is having a fine form with his club, Athletic Club, both in the Europa League and also at club level. We are just hoping that, I mean, he comes to the Black Stars and, put in that same performance for us. But then this is actually not what we want to be hearing. So this becomes the fourth player who has been reported injured from the Black Star squad. Alexander Jiku, Ernest Nuama, Inaki Williams, and also Ibrahim Osman. So don't be surprised if on Monday we hear a communique from Ghana Football Association explaining to us why these players would be withdrawing from the Black Star squad and also their possible replacement. So guys, that is the update concerning Black Star players who are out of the squad. But then let's talk about some good news when it comes to injury also. Mohammed Salisu, now he's not part of the squad because of an injury issue, but then the good news we received from Monaco yesterday, who played against Strasbourg and won that game, Mohammed Salisu is back. He was part of the bench or the substitute, but then did not play. He was an unused sub in that game. But then the fact that he was deemed fit to be part of the squad, that is good news for us. We hope that in subsequent games we are going to play, he will be fit enough and ready to play those games. But then the two games we are going to play, he's not going to feature. He just came back from injury. I don't think he's going to be any good for us. Looking at his, his injury situation right now, he needs to recover properly. He needs to get some game minutes under his belt to be able to feature for the country, because it is very important we have him for the World Cup qualifiers. So guys, that is the update. Mohammed Salisu, he is back from injury. January. He was an unused sub for Monaco yesterday against Strasbourg, and that is a very, very big and also good news concerning the Black Stars. Now, let's move on and talk about another player who I'm excited to hear about, and that is Salis ABD Samed. Now, he secured a loan move from his club side, RC Lens, to Sunderland. I mean, a lot of people had a lot of things to say about that particular move. But then one thing a lot of people were disappointed about was the fact that he had not played any game. He has not made his debut since he signed for the club. No, I mean, Sunderland are doing very well, but then people were hoping to see Salis ABD Samed, make an impact on the club. But what we are hearing, according to the coach, is that Salis ABD Samed is likely to be fit and ready to make his debut for Sunderland in January. And I'm going to read it to you what exactly the coach said. And this is coming from Ghana Soccer Net. It says that we should have 2 or 3 players that haven't played for us available in January. I would like to have Ahmed, Salis ABD Samed, and Ian in the team because so far we haven't really been able to see what they can do. Now, he lastly added that if these 3 players are available, then the team should be even stronger. There are players with there are players with 3 different okay. These are players with 3 different profiles to what we currently have. Then we would also have to see whether or not we will lose other players in January. Hopefully, that will not happen. But then we would have to see. And this is coming from the coach of Sunderland explaining the situation of players who have not even played for the club ever since they were signed. And Salis ABD Samed is part of those players. And guys, that is the update I have for you concerning Salis ABD Samed. It's good news because Salis ABD Samed has been injured for a very long time. For the fact of that, he lost his position at RC Lens. He go to a new club. You are not playing. It's not something we want to hear. It's a very bad one. But then the fact that the coach has, assured us that the player would be fit in January, to me, it's very good because we need every single ammunition and also manpower to play the World Cup qualifiers. And this is really, really good for the Black Stars. Next, let's talk about Mohammed Kudus. I always want to put Mohammed Kudus last because, we Mohammed Kudus FCD, we will talk a lot when it comes to Mohammed Kudus. Now, there's a picture on your screen, and that is Mohammed Kudus and also Abdul Rashid. Now, I brought you an update concerning Abdul Rashid, who is a player. He's 18 years of age, a left back who occasionally plays as a centre back. He plays for Benab FC, a lower tier division here in Ghana, and currently on trials at West Ham. And guess what? The player who plays for West Ham, Mohammed Kudus, the president of the youth, the young players, met with the player, encouraged him. They took pictures. I mean, hopefully, Mohammed Kudus put in a word or 2 for the player so that the player gets signed. And I'm just happy that the player was able to meet someone he has been looking up to for a very long time. Now, this player has featured for Ghana under-20 team before, a very good player by all standard. And I just hope that at the end of this trial, he gets what he needs because it's very important to get more Ghanaians in the European scene so that they can learn a lot because our future lies in the hands of all these young players. And Mohammed Kudus, he's the leader of the new school. I mean, we all know that it's just a matter of time. I mean, things are not going on well for him now. But I mean, if it's not going on well, doesn't mean it will not go well forever. It will go well at a point. So, I mean, we just hope that Mohammed Kudus, the whole thing he's doing with this whole young players movement works. And this player currently with Mohammed Kudus is really, really good. I kind of see him. I kind of see Mohammed Kudus picking this player under his wings if he ends up getting signed by West Ham, teaching him a thing or 2, what to do, what not to do. I mean, it's very good, like a big brother kind of relationship. So guys, this is the update I have for you concerning Ghanaian and Black Star players. We will make sure to bring you more concerning the Black Star live here on this channel. Thank you for joining me. My name is Adam. Today is Sunday. Once again, happy Sunday. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go vibe.